Thanks very much. So I am Mary Ann Cowan, a staff member in the Bates Center for Purposeful Work and a member of the College Key. I'm also the chair of the Committee on Undergraduate Membership. And each year, my fellow committee members and I have the distinct pleasure of calling for nominations from faculty and staff for seniors, and on rare occasion for juniors, who exemplify the leadership and excellence characteristics of the College Key. The task of selecting just 5% of the senior class from the scores of heartfelt nominations that we receive is, as you can imagine, not easy. But it is a joy to hear about the positive impact that so many members of the senior class have made, in the words of the faculty and staff members who've observed them through their student years. So today we will share some of the words about our inductees from the people who nominated them, which should be a special treat for all of you. Karen Finocchio, the president of the College Key, will preside over the induction ceremony. Karen graduated from Bates in 1992 and has had a long career in higher education, from head alpine ski coach at Brown University to roles in admission in several colleges and institutions and education technology. I want to also mention other members of the executive board of the College Key who are on the call today. Don McDade, I see, and our staff liaison, Stephanie Dumont, who is a longtime colleague of mine and super helpful with everything that we do with the College Key. So Karen, thanks very much for hosting us today. Take it away.
Thank you. And thank you to the college for helping us coordinate this. And most importantly, thank you to the students, to the faculty, to the staff, to the amazing support system that the students have that have brought them through to this journey. It is truly humbling to read the words about the inductees. In fact, I was commenting earlier, just before we started, about just how remarkable and how phenomenal this class of student inductees is. And it is very fun to be able to talk and highlight these accolades and share a little nugget on some of the quotes and feedback from those in the Bates community who also felt the same way and nominated you for this distinguished honor. So who is the College Key? Next slide, Mary Ann. The College Key is, as Mary Ann had noted, a student and alumni honor organization whose student members are inducted by virtue of their academic, athletic, and service leadership during their time on campus. And alumni members are inducted by virtue of their volunteer leadership and service to the college. We, as the College Key, impact and touch many of the areas of the Bates community. There are some highlighted on this slide, but our marquee annual event is our Distinguished Alumni in Residence, which is affectionately known as DARE, which provides students, faculty, and alumni the opportunity to engage directly with notable alumni in their respective industries. Former DARE fellows include Boston Globe's Brian McGorry, Microsoft Susan Dumais, and U.S. Congressman from Maine, Jared Golden, among other incredibly distinguished alumni. And if to learn more about other DARE fellows, please feel free. Their stories are up on the College Key webpage. So I encourage you to go and read more. And you can actually watch some of their presentations. Most recently, the 2021 presentation from retired Colonel Stephanie Smith with the U.S. Marine Corps, who's just doing some absolutely incredible work and has such unique perspective. The College Key truly is a distinguished organization, and we are proud to include such Bates luminaries as the late former Secretary of State Edmund Muskie, Professor Marcus Bruce, one of my favorites, classmate, novelist Lisa Genova, who has written several books, including Still Alice, which went on to win an Academy Award for Best Actress. poet Elizabeth Hobbs, and television journalist Brian Gumbel. So congratulations to the class. You are amongst very, very active and highly regarded alumni. And as president of the Key, we are excited to welcome you into the fold and really look forward to having your future engagement with us. So now on to the important parts, which is inducting the 2020 class. So this year's class, as I mentioned before, is full of athletes and captains and Res Life leaders, community advocates, exceptional scholars. This remarkable class of 2021 exudes with ardor and devotion, driven by purpose, intellectual discovery, and passion for responsible stewardship for Bates and the world well beyond Bates. Let's meet this year's class. The first honoree, Andrea Anguilera, you can read the words from the nomination on the slide, but she is involved in, among many other things, the Harvard Center Blake Street Towers Volunteer, Chase Hall Programming Board, and the Campus Activities and Tradition Manager. Our next inductee is David Akinyemi. Excuse me if I do not pronounce the names properly, but David is a phenomenal leader on the men's basketball team, involved in Bobcat Ventures, summer research at Berkeley Lab with a math professor, Henry Boateng. Our next inductee is Imani Bogan. She is very active with ASOP and an ASOP leader. The CHOOSE, which is an acronym for Commons Healthy Eating and Wellness Society. Cats versus COVID, which has obviously been very important over the past 15 months. As a member of their design team and a coordinator, she is also engaged with women's indoor and outdoor track and field. Our next inductee is Joan Booz. She is a multi-faith chaplaincy fellow, Hearth coordinator, MLK Day session leader, and truly an honor to bring so far these 4 inductees into the fold. Our next inductee, Layla Dozer. She is a junior and senior marshal, co-president of the Black Student Union, and a C3 Fellow, which stands for Creating Connections Consortium Fellow. Our next inductee, Phoebe Highland, is the Bates EMF chief and United Ambulance, and was a very strong lead in helping with Bates COVID testing. It has been remarkable throughout this class to see the commitment from those students whose passions align with the sciences and their efforts around the COVID issues to help not only their Bates community, but the greater Lewiston and surrounding area community. Our next inductee, Amelia Kelleher, who is managing editor of the Bates Student, peer health educator, Bobcat Ventures pitch for the Bates Gleaners, and part of the Res Life staff. Congratulations to Amelia, no doubt shifting the Bates Student in the time of COVID with all that has been going on. She has really taken a phenomenal leadership role in bringing important stories, not only to the Bates students on campus and the Bates on-campus community, but also the greater alumni at large. Our next inductee, Trisha Kabugi. She is a biology lab teaching assistant, peer health educator with the Office of Intercultural Education. She also is a great leader with Brooks Quimby Debate Council and also with MLK Workshop Leader. Our next inductee, So Kim, is a co-captain of the women's soccer team. Congratulations, So Kim. I am a soccer alum and a member of track and field. She also is very active in admissions and being named a senior fellow, as well as Asian American Students in Action and event coordinator, among many other volunteer opportunities and engagements, both in the Lewiston community as well as with the Bates students. Our next inductee is Ben Claster. He is a peer writing and speaking assistant in the Bates Philosophy Forum, Bates Student Action, and the Montello Mentors Program. One comment from Bates, Ben's thesis advisor, that Ben's thesis is one of the four best that he has ever advised in the past 35 years. Congratulations, Ben. I know that is not a statement made lightly by our faculty, so congratulations. Humbled to have you as part of this group. Our next honoree is Nicole Cumbula. She is a globalization summer researcher for the past 3 summers, as well as a chemistry teaching assistant. She's a Bobcat Ventures winner, congratulations, Africana Club secretary, and very active with the musical organizations on campus, as well as the International Club. Our next inductee, Michael Lombardi, is an academic resource commons tutor, Bates College deansman, and a music director for the Bates Christian Fellowship. He is active in tutoring in the community as well as Japanese table, and his thesis advisor wrote, "He is currently doing the best work I have seen on an honors thesis in Japanese." So congratulations to you, Michael, as well to my earlier statement. Those are words that are very rarely used by our faculty, so truly an honor to have those shared. Our next inductee, Anna Mayhew, is another ARC writing tutor. She has conducted research with the Religious Studies Research Assistant. She is a Harvard Center Community Outreach Fellow, St. Mary's Nutrition Center Summer Fellow, and Southern Maine Conservation Collaborative Summer Associate. Our next inductee is Hannah McKenzie. She is a Harvard Center Community Engaged Research Fellow, a Bonner Leader, an Immigrant Legal Advocacy Project Interpreter with the Immigrant Resource Center and Center for Women's Wisdom, as well as WBRC radio station and Bates Votes. Congratulations, Hannah. Certainly your work, especially with the Somalian population and the immigrant population in Lewiston and Portland, no doubt that work has been quite meaningful. Our next inductee, Fabien Mimitz. Très bien, monsieur. I was a French major, although my French is far behind me. You have gone on with multi-faith chaplaincy string fellow, International Club community liaison in the Office of Intercultural Education, LGBT plus mentor, social justice fellow, as well as an MLK workshop leader. And the all-important, especially for seniors in their thesis, Orange Coffee House barista. Many of us could not have survived without our coffee, so congratulations. Our next inductee, Andrew Murdoch, is a co-leader for both PubMed and the Public Health Initiative, president of the Bates Chemical Society, and when not on the STEM side, works with the graphic design manager for Robinson Players and a stitcher for the Bates Theater and Dance. He serves as a peer health educator, Bates College Circus Club, St. Mary's volunteer, and a Trinity Jubilee Center free clinic volunteer. Our next inductee, Catherine Nizuki, is an ARC resource rep as well, president of the Feminist Collective, leadership and training development assistant for Bates Campus Life. Congratulations, Catherine, your work has really shown through. Our next inductee, Travis Palmer, has been a research assistant in the education department. And kudos to Travis, who came from Rumford, Maine, and during his entire time he has been at Bates, he has served as an elected official on the Maine School Administrative District 52 School Board in Rumford, Maine. He's a Campus Compact Newman Fellow, and he is the recipient of this year's Harvard Center Award for Outstanding Democratic Engagement. Travis, your work in an example for those in rural Maine is truly admired, and congratulations for the work that you are doing within your community. You are having such an impact for such an important area of the state of Maine, so congratulations. Our next inductee, Vanessa Paolella. Congratulations, Vanessa. You are the editor-in-chief of the Bates Student. Great job this year. You are also a phenomenal track and field and cross-country member, as well as a geology and geochem research assistant. Congratulations on your work with the Bates Student and sharing very important stories throughout the past 15 months. It has been really phenomenal to see the work. Our next inductee is Genesis Paulino, who is a College Newman Fellow for the National Campus Compact Program. She's the 2021 Community Volunteer Award from the Harvard Center. She's president of the Caribbean Student Association, a Bonner Leader, a community volunteer for New Beginnings, tutor in Lewiston Public Schools, and if that doesn't have you exhausted, she's also a thrower for the track and field team. Congratulations. Our next inductee is Ian Robertson. Ian is a math tutor, a peer health educator, a musical director, and vice president of the Deansmen. For those who are unfamiliar with the Deansmen, they are a phenomenal a cappella group on campus. I encourage you to go to their website. They have a long history with Bates and have provided phenomenal music entertainment for the students, faculty, staff, and surrounding community. So congratulations, Ian. Our next inductee is Mamta Sarogi. Mamta is a lead ambassador for the Bates chapter of the Forte Foundation. She's president of the Bates Sangay Asia Club, a writer for the Bates Student, a tutor for economics and South Asian studies, and, which is truly fascinating, and I would love to learn more about your work, a research assistant for the Bates Institutional Research Office, which is a critical component for Bates to learn more about their students, the community, and the Bates experience. So thank you, Mamta. Our next inductee, Jillian Serrano. She is, like her fellow inductee, a co-leader for Club Med and the Public Health Initiative. She's also a Trinity Jubilee Center Health Clinic and Central Maine Med Vaccination Clinic volunteer, and has worked as a volunteer with the Lewiston High School Aspirations Program. Thank you for your work, especially in these trying pandemic days. It has made an impact to more people than I think you could ever imagine. So thank you. Our next inductee, Amy Soto Garcia, is a multi-faith fellow in Office of OEI, Office of Inclusion and Equity Education, Senior Fellow. She's an ASOP leader, a volunteer with the Lewiston Public Library, and a tutor in Lewiston High School, as well as one of my favorite little nuggets, and I don't have enough time to share all activities on all inductees, but she's on the Knitwits board. And one of the college key efforts that we had was alums would knit hats and mittens for students and send along. And this came out of the Knitwits group that is a bunch that brings staff and faculty and student knitting lovers together. So thank you for that fabulous idea and giving the key the opportunity to pay it forward in more ways to Bates students. So thank you, Amy. Our next inductee, Matt Suslovic, is an interfaith engagement coordinator, the multi-faith chaplaincy. He's a Bonner leader, an ASOP leader, an MLK Day panelist, and a multi-faith banquet organizer. Our next inductee, Aiden Temperino. Aiden is the captain of the men's rowing team. He's on the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. And in Aiden's first year on, Aiden coxswained the first men's crew team to win its grand final at a national invitational rowing championship. We are fortunate at Bates, the rowing programs are quite strong. So truly, Aiden, congratulations, not only on the accolades won on the water, but certain your leadership being elected as captain of such a remarkable team and team effort. And last but not least, Anna Witt, who is a Bonner leader. She is a Maine Prisoners Re-Entry Network volunteer, Stories from the Dinner Table speaker, writer for the Bates Student, and Hillview Apartments After School Program, and Greater Androscoggin Humane Society volunteer. As we reflect back on our students, and I hope you had the time to review and read the quotes, but these were just small nuggets and had to be succinct nuggets for each and every one of you. If you could truly see the comments in depth, you would be blown away. I know as president of the College Key, it is really heartwarming to see the effort and the global thought and the commitment and the passion to leave the world around you a better place. So again, thank you all for your incredible leadership, for your incredible commitment, both academically and outside and extracurricularly, whether that be on the theater, in the lab, in the Bates student editorial room, WBRC, on the playing fields, wherever your efforts lie, just know that we are beyond proud as the College Key to welcome you in. So thank you all for attending. And I will just double check the chat to see if there are any questions, but if there are not, Marianne, I will pass it over to you. Marianne is a very dear classmate of mine and dear friend. So I will pass it over to you to wrap us up and send us on our way.
Thanks very much, Karen. And thank you, all of you students, family members, faculty, and staff for joining us today. It really is a wonderful group of graduating seniors who are joining this very active and supportive large group of Bates alumni who work hard at programming and fundraising every year to support Bates students and Bates programs. So welcome all of you and congratulations. Enjoy the next couple of weeks of celebration of you, and good luck with the end of Mod D. To have done everything that you have done this year or these past 3 semesters in this difficult academic schedule is really remarkable, and you should absolutely take a moment to reflect on the hard work and the great accomplishments that you've made and the impact on the Bates community and the wider community. So with that, we will say congratulations once again. Thank you all for joining us. Yep. And have a good rest of your Mod D and good rest of your weekend.
And before we have just a couple minutes, I want all the inductees, if you can just give yourselves your own pat on the back. We are just, again, so proud, and congratulations. We are wishing you well and looking forward to have you join the Key, and please get involved with the Key. We love to have voices and engagement and to bring new perspective and new programming so that we can impact more of our Bates community. So thank you. And again, Mary Ann said it, congratulations, and have a wonderful, wonderful remainder of your day, and congratulations on your graduation.